Sorry, my sister called right when we got started. Well, right before we got started. But how's my volume? I feel like it's like showing is super loud, but I don't know why. Is it okay, or am I like super loud? Should I turn it down a little? Is this okay? Hello, 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 hello. I don't know. It was like showing as like red. I hope that's okay. I feel like I messed with some settings recently, but also like my mic has been kind of weird. So I was having Kai help me with it. And I think it should be normal, but like sometimes it'll just randomly like peak. I don't know if it's actually peaking though, because I feel like sometimes it says it's peaking and it's like not actually. But anyways, here I am. If I'm too loud, let me know. If I'm too quiet, also let me know. Yeah, I feel like all my settings keep getting super duper messed up, but congrats Be at Beast on first, and thank you for the hydrate. We got matcha earlier when we went out to get dinner, so I have my banana matcha, which normally I'm not super into like banana flavored things, but I actually kind of like this one. Yeah, I think I set up the vertical format streaming on Twitch properly, and I was thinking maybe today I would try to see if dual streaming on YouTube would work. And I'm not gonna lie, I had tried to set this up a while ago. I tried to set up dual streaming for TikTok actually, because I realized that a lot of people take a long time to try to like become eligible to go live on TikTok, but because of my lovely axolotl video from 2021, shout out to that, I have actually been eligible for a really long time. Like I was highly debating streaming on TikTok first as a trial run before I started on Twitch. So yeah, I was trying to set that up like a year ago, honestly, and I don't know if it actually, I was having trouble with the plugins, but recently I tried again because Twitch was like, oh, you can use the ADOM vertical stream plugin. So I tried to set it up again, and it seems like it's working better, except now the issue is I can't, for some reason, it won't let me, what do you call it? It won't let me, like, I can't find the stream key, that's what it is. And like all the guides are like, oh, open up the TikTok live studio thing, but like my live studio doesn't look like any of the guides that I've seen, like any of the tutorials. So I don't know what's up with that really. But I did connect my YouTube, which maybe I should link that. Give me a second here. Might try streaming on YouTube. Here, I'll pin that message. I will also put on some music. I hope the split audio tracks work on there. I don't want my YouTube like completely taken down or anything, but I think it should be fine. We're gonna see what happens when I click this button that says YouTube output, and if I suddenly am not live anymore, just pretend nothing happened. Stream. Do you want to start the stream? I haven't messed with these settings much. Oh wait, okay, this is supposed to be like this, I think. Hi Sammy, hi Blanket. We're gonna try something. We're gonna see if it works if I stream to YouTube. I think all these settings are right. Enable this, enable... I think this is supposed to be disabled. What is auto? No, I don't want to auto start, I think. Oh, Psyduck's on YouTube. Hi from YouTube. Hello. Okay, let's see if this works, and if everything crashes, fingers crossed I can get it back up. Okay. I clicked it. What happened? Okay, it still, oh, it says 1 second. No data. Is there anything happening on YouTube right now? Oh, let me refresh this. I don't think anything happened. Do I have to... I hope that's not like streaming to a random channel of some sort. But I'm still live on Twitch. Use... manage stream keys. Oh, this one? Do I have to select it? Okay. No, I don't want to reset this. Maybe this isn't gonna happen today. Oh, do I have to select this? Once you connect this, I'm just gonna stop that real quick. Live chat. Start. Did that do something? Use. Oh wait. I think I had the wrong key selected. Let me put on some music so we're not doing this in silence. Let me know if that volume is a-okay. Something's happening over here. Maybe I should stop this first and let this load. I don't want to refresh this page, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Default, this should be on this one, I think. Oh, okay, I think something changed. Ultra low, blah blah blah. Let's try again. Boom. Am I still live everywhere? Okay. There's a loading button. There's a loading sign. I'm trying vertical format on YouTube, so it's a little bit funky. It might be funky, but I saw people recommending doing it that way if you're on YouTube, and I think if I do want to stream it to my TikTok one day, I think this is good practice. Can I? Well, maybe I'll figure this out later. I might try. I don't know if I can do both on YouTube. I think that might be complicated. It will look a little bit different on YouTube, but I think it's working. Looks like you're ready. Okay, I think. Am I live? Do I have to click go live up here? I don't know. It says this is okay. Here, I'll close this. Here, I'll open it up on another tab. And then we'll see if this is working. Maybe I do have to press that extra go live button. Go live. I think not live on YouTube. Let's see. Oh, how about now? Oh, okay, everything changed over there. I think it's working. Cool. I think this is working. Is this YouTube? It works. Nice. Hello, YouTube. Wow. I always thought it felt kind of weird to hear people say that, but yeah, we'll see if we like this format. Yeah, like I said, it's like a vertical format. It's a little weird. Anyways, back to what we're gonna be doing today. I was hoping to work on some more bubble cat animations, partially because I wasn't sure if all the YouTube stuff was gonna work, so I was like, let me just do something kind of simple and we'll go from there. So yeah, I have this one, which I technically started a really long time ago. Yeah, I just got a few keyframes in it, so it just kind of does like this so far. But I don't know, I just thought it was cute. Yeah. I hope everyone's been doing well. It's been like a week since my last stream, and that was partially because it was Cassie's birthday on Thursday. So I was like, so I wanted to like spend time with Cassie and whatever, and then also Cassie's birthday tends to be around when the Perseid meteor shower is happening, and our new place has roof access, so Kai and I actually hung out on the roof this year. We didn't even have to go out, and we were able to watch the meteor shower. It wasn't like super clear, but we saw the Cassiopeia constellation, which was pretty neat. That is pretty much, yeah, that's, as you can guess, that's what we named Cassie after. And so it was really cool. We were just on our roof and we saw the constellation and we like saw all these shooting stars around it. So I thought that was super duper neat. Yeah, and then that's pretty much what I've been up to. Although I will say, I think I mentioned last week that my parents' dog had to get pretty much emergency back surgery because of a slip disc. And let me just say, it has not been a great time for the dogs in my family. because, and this is like a little less surprising, but my cousin's dog is about 15 years old, I think, something like that. So she's an old lady dog. I used to dog sit for them in like high school, so she's been around. She's like a medium-sized dog, so she's pretty up there in age, I would say. But she recently was diagnosed with a stomach cancer, I think. And so her health has not been great, and they pretty much were like, yeah, this is probably pretty much the final stretch for her. Like like I think their last vet visit, they were saying like, oh, you know, it might be time to like put her down and stuff. So my cousin was having a lot of people over to like kind of hang out with her pretty much one last time, and it was nice because we got to like reminisce a bit and stuff. But I'm like, man, she's an old doggy. She's had quite a life. Yeah. And then also on the topic of surgery, so I mentioned my sister called at the beginning of this stream. She was calling because my brother just had jaw surgery today, and it went well, but yeah, now he's in recovery mode. He had jaw surgery for his underbite, which my cousin, one of my other cousins, had a similar surgery a few years ago. She's pretty close in age to him, actually. So yeah, I think a few years ago she had the same surgery, and I know recovery, she had mentioned, was a bit rough. So I'm hoping it goes well. So far, so good. He's been home for the last handful of hours now, and he's just chilling on the couch, trying to stay upright and stuff. But yeah, it was pretty neat, I think. My parents were with him, and they sent some selfies, and in one of them, my brother sent like a little shaka, little hang loose, you know, the thumb and the pinky finger out, and my mom got it a little bit confused, and so she was like, look, he's Spider-Man. And we're like, not quite, very close, one finger off from Spider-Man. My mom's so cute like that, though. She's one of those, like, she's always like very enthusiastic, and it's always like she's confused, but she's got the spirit kind of vibe. But I love that. We got Mediterranean food with her on, I think it was Saturday, something like that. Saturday, maybe. Yeah, I think it was Saturday. We got Mediterranean food, and then she was like holding our table, and we were gonna like go up to the counter and like order the food, because it was like one of those places where you order and then you sit down. And so she was at the table, and we're like, oh, what do you want? We'll order for you, and you can just hold the table. She goes, yeah, get me a lamb shawarma. And we were like, oh, what? She meant a lamb shawarma. But yeah, she's always, I don't think she's dyslexic. I think she just gets a little bit like ahead of herself when she's reading things, because that's like a notorious mistake of hers, is just misreading menu items, especially because later on also we were talking about falafels, and then she called it a falala or fafala, I think. Love her though. I think it's like her and her siblings, because there was also a point a few years ago when I think someone made like that alpaca joke where it's like, oh, alpaca my bags, and then she and her siblings were all like, what is an alpaca? Like they thought we were making up an animal. We're like, you've never heard of an alpaca? Like it's like a llama. And they're like, well, what's the difference? And I was like, well, I don't really know, but it's like a different thing. It looks like a llama. They thought they were being gaslit by like all the cousins about the existence of alpacas. They're like, I've never heard of that. Alright. I'm like paranoid, so I keep looking up at the like other side, at the YouTube side, just to make sure it's still on, because I feel like one of the first times, like probably years ago now, when I was watching someone try to figure out the multi-streaming. It was like a decently bigger creator too, and it crashed like 10 different times, and they just couldn't get it working for like the 2 hours that they were trying. And I'm like technologically challenged to begin with, so I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get it on the first try, I think. But you know, knock on wood, everything seems to be working. I'm trying to be better about using YouTube and like what do you call it, and posting my shorts and stuff, because I have plenty of stuff to like post. It's just I forget about it sometimes. But when I do post, like, I usually like it's like I'll go through bursts of time where I'm like really good about posting, I think. Hey Sammy Do, how are you? And how was Cassie's birthday? Hi Raj, it was great. It was, yeah, we made her a little treat. Oh, actually, there's a cute video that I posted. If you guys are on TikTok or Instagram, Cassie is also on those platforms as her handle is, here, I'll type it in chat. It's here, IG/TikTok at Cassie Cat Cam. I hope there's not a Twitch user named at Cassie Cat Cam. I didn't think about that, but yeah, if you look up that handle, there's a video of her. We made her a little treat. She really likes those like kitty cat popsicle things. It's like basically a dry treat, and we put some churu on it, which is like a wet treat that like a lot of cats really like, and we wrote a number 3 on it because she was turning 3, and she was so desperate to get it, and she like batted it out of our hand really quick. Like, so we put like all her favorite treats into one little popsicle thing. She was a big fan of that. And then I guess technically it was the night before, we watched the Perseid meteor shower, which is pretty much what Cassie was named after, actually. So the year that she was born, in 2023, her estimated birthday, I should say, you know how like vets kind of estimate when pets are born, her estimated birthday was the day that the Perseids peaked, and that's a meteor shower that comes around every year around this time of year. And so we considered naming her Percy actually after that, but I don't know, she didn't feel like a Percy, if that makes sense. You know, when you like kind of look at someone, you're like the vibes just weren't there. She wasn't giving Percy vibes. But next to the Perseids, or like one of the constellations that's very visible during the Perseid meteor shower, is the Cassiopeia. So we named her after that constellation. So that was up in the sky, and we could see it. Our new place has a roof where you can see the sky, and because everything's still kind of popping up, like there's a decent amount of light pollution, but in the direction that the Cassiopeia is, it was pretty clear, and you could see quite a few shooting stars actually. And also, hello Lacey Hendon on the YouTube side. If you guys are on the Twitch side, I am also, for the first time, trying to dual stream onto YouTube. And my YouTube side is in vertical format, kind of like in the shorts format. I technically set up my vertical format quite a while ago, but I never really got the multi-streaming stuff to work. So yeah, if you guys want to check me out over there, I also post lots of my animations and stuff over there. It's usually the same stuff that you see on my TikTok and Instagram, which all have the same username at @SammyDo. So if you want to check that out, feel free to go see that. I think I recently hit 666 subscribers on YouTube, which is, yeah, kind of a funny number or a scary number depending on who you ask. But yeah, I made a silly tweet with like the cursed text or whatever that was like, thanks for 666 subscribers. I'm not sure how ads work on the YouTube side either, especially because I'm not monetized on YouTube. So I don't know if that's something that like needs to be worried about. But if you are on the Twitch side, I think ads are rolling in a few minutes. Just a heads up. yeah, but yeah, if you're just tuning in, we're working on this bubble cat animation. I posted a little snippet of this actually a while ago, just as like a funny hee ha ha kind of video. And that's how I found out that apparently there is a slime in Slime Rancher that kind of looks like this, called a tabby slime. And funny enough, it's like this, but it's Cassie's colors. It's a gray tabby. And I'm like, wow, I've never played Slime Rancher. I did used to watch Vanilla Mochi play Slime Rancher, but I've never played it myself, so I didn't know there was a tabby slime. So I was like, wow, that's a funny coincidence. The music you're playing is not technically, so if you're on Twitch, the music that I'm playing is not technically copyright free, but Twitch scans the VODs for the music and not the live stream. So if you're playing it while you're live, it's okay. But if you check the VOD later, so I have the audio track split. So the music you hear right now is not gonna appear on the VODs. If you go back to like my old streams, you'll notice that you don't actually hear this music. You hear a different background music. That one is by what's their name? Oh, I'm blanking on their name. I think, do I have a command for it? Credits, maybe? No. Yeah, it's fine for Twitch, but YouTube it might be trouble. I'm also a little bit worried about that because it's split, but I'm not sure if it splits on the YouTube side too, so I might have to check that later. I guess to be safe, maybe I'll switch the music. I think it usually just mutes the part of it, because it's still split through OBS before it feeds over there, so I'm not sure how that works. Maybe I'll switch to, I think these ones here. I'll switch to a chill Pokemon playlist just in case. Oh, nice. Yeah, I do have commands. Oh, I didn't realize I have two separate messages for commands on that side. Okay, yeah. Hopefully I don't get dinged on YouTube. I'll do some more searching on it, or research on it. But yeah, for now I was like, this will be kind of a test run for the dual streaming. We'll see. I'll just take it down from the YouTube side if it is a problem. Yeah, but thanks for checking. Nice. Yeah, if you guys are curious, there is a full list of all the commands on my channel. I think I keep it relatively updated, partially because I also forget what do you call it? I forget what my own commands are a lot. Like more than you would think. So yeah, like I said, I'm not super familiar with streaming on YouTube. I have like watched streams on YouTube, but I don't think they have like some of the like gimmicky things on YouTube that I like on Twitch, like all the interactive like plugins and extensions. But if you're just kind of scrolling around and come across me working on my animations and stuff on the YouTube side, I feel like that's also good fun. I don't know, do you guys watch live streams when you guys are doom scrolling? I will say there was a period where I was like stumbling upon a lot of interesting live streams on TikTok, because that's where most of my doom scrolling happens. Yeah, but I don't know. Hi. Oh, hello, Damien Albrecht. Welcome in. Yeah, I am trying to get used to seeing or looking at both sides of the chat too. This is a new process, so if I miss anything on both sides, apologies in advance. I'm doing it right now, doom scrolling. Yeah, I spend a lot of time doom scrolling. Even earlier, before we left to get dinner, Kai was in the shower, and I was just spending some time doom scrolling on I think I was on Instagram this time, actually. I usually do most of my doom scrolling on TikTok, but I also know that a lot of people that I send like videos to don't have TikTok, so I've been trying to kind of curate my Instagram feed to be a little bit more fitting, because I think so far, or not so much recently, but before, a lot of my recommended content on Instagram, aside from my art account, was like stuff that people send to me. So it's more like a step out. Like it's like my friends suggested reels and whatnot, which is funny because I post regularly on Instagram. Like I post reels on my art account and stuff, so it's not like I don't use reels. It's just only recently have I really been doom scrolling on reels, because I don't know, I've always felt like Instagram was more, it felt more like a keep in touch with your like classmates from high school kind of platform. So that's what I usually try to use it for, is like, oh, what are people up to, who's getting married, which actually one of my friends from she was pretty close, we were pretty close in high school, she got married this last week and I was super excited. It's one of those things that's really bittersweet because my like, I guess, main friend group from high school sort of drifted apart, and it was like, it was kind of a big decision for me trying to figure out if I should invite them to my wedding, because I hadn't spoken to them pretty much since high school. Like it was something that I was giving a lot of thought to, especially one of my friends, I literally was friends with her since preschool, and my siblings all also grew up with her. And it's not like anything bad happened, it's just like all of us sort of stopped talking. But yeah, she got married this weekend, and yeah, it was cool to see. Yeah. I wonder, I am curious if there's maybe I have another playlist I can throw on. I have my like full stream playlist thing. Focus instrumentals is also kind of not terrible. These are all covers, and I think these are okay. Sorry to keep changing the music. Yeah, if anything, no, I'll keep it going. Yeah. I have a few playlists of mostly copyright friendly music just as a backup, because like I said, I don't really know if YouTube splits it. I'm pretty sure it does, but I'll just check back later on once we're done here. And then if it's good, then we'll go back to our usual playlist later, or like next stream. But for now, we'll play it safe. And this is still fun music, I think. Let me know if the volume's okay. I know I've asked that a few times, but yeah. Sorry, I keep like going back and forth because I don't know how thick I want the line art on this one. After the first frame, it tends to go a lot faster, but it's always this first bit that like takes me a minute to really get into. What app is this? It looks so fancy. This is Procreate. Yeah, so it's not super, like, it's not overly complicated, if that's what you mean. Yeah, it's like, I get what you mean by like fancy. There's a lot of tools and stuff, but it's definitely different from a lot of other drawing or art apps that people use. But I kind of like it because if you have an iPad and Apple Pencil, I would highly recommend Procreate. I know one of our other other viewers on the Twitch side recently got an iPad and has been using Procreate and has been enjoying it quite a bit. I use ToonSquid. I've heard good things about ToonSquid. I've actually considered trying out ToonSquid. Tongue-tied here. Yeah, I've been considering trying ToonSquid because someone recommended it to me a few years ago now, I think. But then I never got around to it, so maybe in the near future I'll give it a try. I'm catching up on my commissions pretty quickly. Actually, if you guys remember I think it was last stream, we raided into an old high school friend of mine, Zikuro, and he actually reached out about commissioning a starting screen. So yeah, I need to reach out and ask if he's okay with me working on it on stream, because I think that would be a cool thing to work on. But yeah, I don't want to do it without his permission either, so we'll ask him about it, and if he's okay with it, I think if anything though, I would probably get the base like animation for his thing done, and then we'll like do all the like cleaning up and polishing of it later. Even on this one, maybe we'll put in the colors after. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. I do normally I don't know why I did that. I could have just, yeah, I don't need that actually. Yeah, normally I do like all the line art, all the colors for each frame and just go like that, but I think in this case I'd be okay with why can't I think? Boop, 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 boop. Is my screen? No, it's not frozen. It was like not quite showing for a second. Okay, I couldn't remember how I did this before. Okay. Yeah, my brain is a little bit all over the place for some reason. Man, I go like, what, not even a full week without streaming, and suddenly I don't know how to do all this. I think part of me subconsciously has like the first stream jitters, because like I said, it's my first time on YouTube. Granted, I feel like a lot of people follow me on YouTube already know about my YouTube from Twitch, but I've been posting on YouTube a lot longer than I've been on Twitch technically, so it is a little bit nerve-wracking. It's kind of like when I first started on Twitch, I already had a lot of people following me, but they followed me not because I was a streamer, but because like I was like a fellow chatter pretty much. So it's kind of introducing a new side, if that makes sense. I feel like this ear is like humongous, but maybe that's okay. Okay, this just kind of connects here. We'll make that thicker after too. Yeah, we'll definitely add some frames in between as well, but for now we will stick with these keyframes and then we can adjust afterwards. A traffic cone. Have I told you guys about my coworker who, when we used to do a lot of field work for our company before we had like an actual field crew, he would find random traffic cones around the city and just yoink them. Like, oh yeah, we need cones. And I think that was before we really realized that that we can just request cones from our company and they'll like reimburse us for them or like provide them. So he was like, oh, we can never have too many codes, and he would just pick them up off the street. And I think one of our surveyors from one of the other offices came out once, and he saw one of the cones that we had yoinked, and it had the name of like a random like lounge or bar on it. And he was like, nice cone. I was like, thanks. It wasn't me. Hi, I'm Psyduck. Hi, Psyduck. How are you doing? Psyduck over on the YouTube side. It feels weird. It's like having two ice cream cones. I get two chats to look at. Yeah, if you guys are watching on YouTube, do you guys prefer vertical or the vertical format, or should I just do the same? Because I could just do the same horizontal format on both sides. But I feel like I don't have a lot of people on YouTube who like follow me for live streams necessarily, so I'm like, maybe the vertical format is a little bit better for like, I guess the discoverability, if that makes sense. I feel like this ear is way too round. Yeah, if the live VOD on YouTube disappears, it will probably be because of the music. We'll see though. I think regardless of even if I am playing like okay music right now, if the like multi-track stuff doesn't carry over to the YouTube side, I'll probably still take it down just to be safe. Thank you for the hydrate. I've still got a little bit of matcha left, so I'll be hydrating with this. Sorry, that was probably really loud. Here, ice ASMR. Can you hear it? That's my matcha drink. It's a banana matcha. Yeah, I was debating doing a co-working stream yesterday because I may have mentioned that excuse me, that I took a commission recently for someone that I went to school with way back in high school, and basically she's getting married, so I made some custom trading cards for her wedding favors, which if you've been following me for a while, you know that I did the same for my wedding last year. And the cards came in and I have all the packaging and stuff, and usually what I do is I order the packaging on Amazon, like just normal sealable packs pretty much, and then I order clear stickers from Sticker App, which is the manufacturer that I used back when I was selling stickers on Etsy. And then I put the stickers on the packs, and that's how I get the packaging done. So we still need to put the cards in the packs, but I spent yesterday getting the packaging ready pretty much. Like I put the stickers on the packs so that we can put the cards in and then seal it up. So yeah, I'm super excited to do that. I might do that after work tomorrow. That probably won't be a stream because I don't want to share those cards until after their wedding. But if they're okay with it, then I think I would like to share what I did because I think they turned out pretty good. That's thoughtful and amazing of you. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am charging them a little bit, but I will also admit I'm not charging them nearly as much as I would if they were like strangers or like if they were people I didn't know personally. Do you draw Pokemon cards as well? Not specifically Pokemon cards, but here, I'll show you some of the cards I did for my wedding. Oops, sorry, I just punched my microphone. Let me hide this really quick. I don't think it hides on the YouTube side. Let me do that manually really quick. Where are my cards? I also want to make sure I'm not showing anything too private. Here, I'll do this one. I will hide. There is some information on here that I would rather not share too much, but here's one card that I did for it, which let me unhide this. I think YouTube is a bit delayed, but I think this is working. Yeah, so I did it this style. I kind of wanted it somewhere between my own art style and like the Pokemon trainer art style. So this is what I did for mine, and I have a similar one for the classmates' wedding. Yeah. Sorry, I was double checking something because for some reason my YouTube thing looks a little bit whatever. I just got candy supply. What's that? Sorry about my bad writing. I'm tired. I haven't been able to sleep. No worries. Well, make sure you get some rest. But yeah, I'm happy to have you here. Yeah. Right now I'm showing off some of the wedding trading cards that I made for my wedding last year. But yeah, I think it was pretty cool. And then recently I got the cards that I made for an old classmate of mine. So that's kind of what I have on the horizon. In the meantime, for today, though, where'd my bubble cat go? I need to organize my files better. Okay, here we go. We're working on this lovely dancing bubble cat animation. Oh, it's a bracelet technique. Ooh, that's exciting. Well, I hope you have fun with that. That sounds really cool. Yeah, so we're just working on this today, just slowly and steadily. Yeah, it's my first time streaming on YouTube, so I figured I'd do something kind of that I had already started and wouldn't take too much thinking, just in case things go wrong. But it seems like everything is working out pretty all right. So yeah. My sister would love your channel, but she's busy all the time. No worries. I mean, honestly, like I said, I don't normally stream on YouTube. I think I would like to start doing this regularly, is having like a stream going on YouTube while I'm also on Twitch, because like, may as well, right? But most of the time on YouTube, I can't think. Most of the time on YouTube, I post like my finished animations and stuff, and then any Twitch VODs that like after the stream, they usually also go to YouTube. So if you miss any streams on my Twitch, you can always go to my YouTube. Most of the time my VODs also exist on Twitch, but Twitch only holds them for like 90 days or something like that. Winning, oh nice, Viet Beast gambled all his bubbles and he won, so now he has 240 bubbles. Yeah, if you guys are, yeah, in both directions. If you are on YouTube and want to see some of the cool interactive things I have on my Twitch channel, I should be on Twitch at the same handle at itssammydo. And Twitch side, I have my YouTube in the pinned message if you want to check that out. Yeah, I think a lot of people who follow me on YouTube already are mostly here for like my or mostly like around for like my silly animations. I used to be really good at posting all the stuff that's on my TikTok and like my Instagram on my YouTube, and then I kind of started falling off a little bit, so I've been trying to slowly dig everything up and post on YouTube again. There was no particular reason I stopped either. I really do think it was just like getting busy and stuff. Like I was getting busy, not like YouTube was getting busy. I know YouTube's been announcing lots of changes and stuff too though, so I do partially wonder, like, is this a good time to start streaming on YouTube, or did I pick like a terrible time? I don't know. My husband likes scrolling on YouTube a lot, so I was like, maybe it's worth it to try. Maybe that should be our question of the day. What's your go-to doom scrolling platform? Do polls use channel points? Or is it like a different, like, I don't know. I should use predictions and stuff more. I saw, I think someone had brought that up a while ago. It was like, oh, you should run like predictions and stuff so people can gamble their channel points. And I was like, what would you even predict in an art stream? I guess we could predict how many frames I would take, but I think the predictions don't last very long, right? Manage prediction. Submission period, 30 minutes? I don't know if I can get all the frames done in 30 minutes is the thing. Maybe towards the end of this, we'll see. But I saw one channel, there's an artist that I follow on here who she'll put like a, I don't know if it's a timer or like a goal kind of thing, and once they reach the goal, she has gamba time, where she literally just goes, okay, flip a coin, and then people will gamble on whether the coin will be heads or tails, and that'll just be like a big ol', like people will put like thousands of channel points into this just because. Like I tuned in right in the middle of that. She's like, okay, it's gamba time, and someone put in like 12,000 channel points betting that it would be heads or whatever. I feel like this can be together, the eyes and the mouth. Let me make sure. Okay. Or you could predict how many times you erase something. True, but then I would have to count all the erase strokes, and I don't know if actually does Procreate do that. They have like a statistics side here. Let me get this done. My dog knocked over all my beads. No, I'm organizing them. Oh no, that's the worst. Yeah, my cat, I was worried my cat was gonna do that because I was organizing all the trading cards that I got for that one commission. And there were, what, like 10, 12, maybe more different designs. So I had like all these piles of cards on my desk. And she kept jumping up on it because she wanted attention, which is fine. Like cats, that's how cats know how to get your attention. But like, I was like, oh my gosh, please don't knock it down. I'll be so stressed out. Gotta love pets. Like they don't know what they're doing. They just know your love. But it can be so frustrating sometimes, or I'm like, man. Like my cat, she always tries to get my attention in the morning by doing like a cannonball right onto my stomach. Like she's like, oh, it's time to wake up, and she just pounces on me. My brother has a Siamese cat. Ooh, I've only seen a Siamese cat like in person, I think one time. And it was actually the same place that we adopted my cat from. And they do like events at like craft fairs and stuff. And so we went recently and they had a Siamese kitten. I was like, oh my gosh, so cute. My heart was melting. My kitty cat's a gray tabby cat. She's a cutie pie. She just turned 3 years old last week, and I love her very much. And sometimes I'll see like sad videos on like TikTok or whatever of people talking about like, oh, I miss my cat, she died like a few years ago, and then I'm like, man, you're just gonna make me cry. And then I go and hug her and she has no idea why I'm hugging her, and I'm like, it's because I don't want you to die. And she's like, nowhere near dying. Like she's like a perfectly healthy cat. But just the idea of it, like one day having to say bye to her, I'm like, I can't do it. It's a bubble, and I can turn off these sketches actually. I don't know why I haven't already. Casca, hello. Ooh, a 5-stream watch streak. Congratulations. Yeah, if you guys haven't redeemed your daily doodle, it's on Twitch. It's a fun way to kind of count the streams you've hung out in. It doesn't really do anything other than add to your counter, but I find it fun. I like seeing my counters in other people's streams. I'm like, wow, I've been watching quite a bit, but I always forget to redeem it in some of them too. So yeah, I have this. Oh my brother. Oh wait, I can't read apparently. I have this garden, and my sister keeps on stealing my tomatoes. Oh no! My husband and I tried to start a garden, but we're both a little bad about watering the plants, so they are kind of sort of dying a little bit. think we can bring them back, but it's also been hot out where we are, so that does not help. Speaking of which, I think they probably need to be watered, so someone remind me at the end of stream to water our plants. Yeah, my grandma was great with plants, and we like to joke that she took every ounce of like gardening skills from our genetics and she took them for herself, because she had this really beautiful garden in the house that she was in when like my mom and her siblings were growing up. And I'm old enough to remember it, but they moved out of that house when I guess my siblings were pretty young, and so they don't really remember it, but it was a really pretty garden. And even after she moved, she kept a pretty good garden. Yeah, we would go to like Costco or like any street fest and stuff, and she would just wander off and come back with a new tree randomly. But yeah, she had gardening skills. The rest of our family, not so much. I think my cousin's kind of okay with plants. I'm not particularly good with plants, so time for work. I gotta go now. Have a good day. Good luck on the art stream, and thanks for showing the wonderful artworks. Have a good day at work, Raj. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope work goes well. Yeah, wishing you the best. I just came out as a lesbian to my mom a few days ago. Oh, congratulations. I hope that went well. You always hope that yeah, your family will support you, but family can be a bit complicated sometimes. I know that's a pretty big deal, but I'm happy for you. I hope that all went well and everything. I feel like my problem sometimes is that between frames, my the line art will slowly change in thickness, and so I feel like I'm constantly like checking, like, okay, it's like about yay thick, especially when I didn't really do this on purpose, but like I start with a thinner brush and then I make it thicker by adding a different sized brush. And so it's not like I just draw the one stroke and call it good, because I like using the thinner brush so that the ends are still kind of tapering. I know you can still do that with like certain brush settings, but I feel like I struggle to get it done accurately that way. Did she Chinese randomly in the morning? She puts oranges in front of my door. What does that mean? Like she offered you oranges? I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a very Asian gesture of love. Oh, is that what you mean? Yeah, my family is also a big fruit is a love language. I think less so, like, I think my mom and dad are a little bit more, I guess, westernized. They're a little more open to like talking about their feelings. But I know my grandparents, like, their love language was definitely like after a big argument, okay, well, my way of apologizing is making you dinner and then calling you over. I meant to say she did take it. Well, she just started putting oranges in front of my door. Okay. That's what I thought you meant, but I wasn't sure if I was misinterpreting, but that's good to hear. Yeah, I think a long time ago, back when, within my first like couple years of posting my art on Instagram, I did make one like art piece that was like a plate of fruit. And I think that I put a little caption that was like, my love language is cut fruit. There was a pre-pandemic, I think there was a like art collective that popped up for like Asian inspired art. I think that's what it was, and it was called the Cut Fruit Collective, where it's like very first, second generation immigrant love language of offering food and fruit as a love language, because I feel like it's a pretty common thing to be like, oh yeah, my parents don't express their love super verbally. And like I said, my parents are more westernized, and they're very verbal about their feelings and their emotions and stuff. But that's not always the case depending on the family. Like I know a lot of people who are like, yeah, my parents are they are very sparing with their words. I can't go outside, there's too many wildfires in Canada. Oh yeah, I know some of our other Canadian friends over here. I know Lee has talked about the fires and stuff. Two of my siblings live in New York at the moment, and they aren't like super impacted, but I think it was them that mentioned that like you could kind of see in the air everything's like super hazy and stuff. Yeah, but make sure to stay safe and keep water and stuff on hand just to be safe. You never know when you'll need it. Oh, my eye is itchy. I don't know why my eyes have been like, I don't know if it's something in the air, but my eyes have been super irritated these last couple of days. I know I have eye drops in the bathroom. Maybe I should grab those. I'll add another hydrate redeem, but it's specifically to hydrate my eyes. Oh yeah, I don't know if I ever finished my thought earlier, but when I was packing up those trading card packs, or setting up those packs yesterday, I was originally planning on doing like a co-working stream to kind of chit-chat while I was doing all that, but I was having some technical difficulties, and normally when that happens, I just ask Kai for help. You know, husband/IT, you know. But he was taking a nap and I didn't want to bother him, so I was like, okay, it wasn't that important anyways, and it wasn't like a super planned stream. Granted, none of my streams are really planned, so I was like, no worries, and I was able to like focus pretty well either way. And I got to watch my friends play Baldur's Gate. They've been playing in the after work hours recently, and it's very amusing to watch. And it's like perfect to have in the background of what I'm doing too, because I can just kind of look up when they're like in the middle of crazy stuff or kind of listen. Like it's almost like a podcast. I think this particular song is actually in the like, it's part of the Go Working with Your Avatar like DLC collab stuff, I think. And I did pull up Go yesterday, even though I didn't end up streaming. I had it open just cause. I'll have it more like this, a little more out. Or should I go like, let's see, that one's over here. Throw a face on here. I have water in a spray bottle beside me because Bailey, my brother's cat, tried to eat my beads. Oh no. Yeah, my cat really likes trying to eat plastic for some reason. Like, I don't know. She sees or hears plastic and it's like her life's mission now to put it in her mouth. even when the cards came in, so the packaging for it came in first, and so I didn't have anything to do with it yet until the stickers and everything else came in, so I had it like tucked away somewhere. But then when I was ready to actually start putting it together, I was like, shoot, I don't remember where I hid it, but I remember hiding it because I didn't want the cat to eat it. My dad is snoring so loud I can hear him from downstairs. Oh man. I assume is it late at night for you then? In Canada? I guess Canada could be EST, MS, or sorry, EDT, MDT, or CDT, or PDT. So it could be anywhere from almost midnight to almost 9 o'clock. It's 11:45. Okay, so eastern side of Canada. Yeah, I'm on the west coast. I'm in the US. I'm in PDT. But that makes sense. Cats think they're sea turtles for real. I've never heard it phrased like that, but that's a good one. I might steal that one. Sorry, I'm just gonna finish my matcha off. It's like almost at the end anyways. You know what I just realized though? All the drinks from this place tend to actually make me stay up late. Like, I feel like I drink tea and stuff regularly in like the mid-afternoon during the workday to kind of keep myself awake through the afternoon. But I totally forgot that this particular matcha place pretty consistently, like if I drink matcha, I'm awake. So maybe this was not a good idea, but oh well. That is a-okay. The tongue on its own layer. I guess it's pretty centered-ish. Alternatively though, if its head is up, I guess the tongue would be kind of low. You know when like you're saying like ah and your tongue kind of gets pushed down? Like that's why they at the dentist they'll tell you to say ah, because when you're like saying ah, your tongue kind of squishes down naturally. I did a school report about West Coast. Ooh, nice. This morning I went to McDonald's and this dude paid for my McMuffin, like a random person. That's nice of him. McDonald's breakfast is nice. I used to have a McDonald's like playset as a kid, and it had like a bunch of like the plastic foods and stuff. I assume, hang on, I think this might be a better way. Okay, cool. I'm gonna pull up the YouTube stream on this other tab because on my like monitor thing, it keeps showing the same like few seconds of it, and it keeps making me think that my stream is not working, but it is working. It's just like visually doesn't show me what's actually showing. Sorry, this is a learning process, so I'm just gonna have this open on this side. It was the best McMuffin ever. Nice. I mean, if someone paid for it, you basically got a free McMuffin. I would enjoy that too. All right, and then one more keyframe. I feel like I'm going a bit slower than normal, but I am not particularly mad about it. Yeah, I figured this one is pretty overdue for like being finished because, like I said, I started it really long ago. So it has been quite neglected. Like I kind of started it with the intention of maybe making it an emote, but I don't even think this is like the right emote size that I usually use. Can No. See, I started this in February. I started this in February and it's August now. My bad. Sorry, Bubble Cat. What others? We were talking about. Yeah, this is much bigger than what I normally do for emotes, but I think it'd be a cute little like GIF. Statistics. Oh, there we go. Strokes made. Track time, total file size. We could do a prediction for total strokes made at the end of this. Here, once I finish this fourth keyframe, I'll let me think. Do I want to run a prediction? Maybe I'll run a prediction. Maybe I'll run a prediction. How many frames will we get through today? That'll be a decent prediction. I mean, we could just try to finish it today. If the maximum I can do the prediction for is only 30 minutes though, I'm thinking we get the line art and the coloring done. Yeah, we do the line art and coloring done for these 4 frames, and then we do a prediction. How many frames are we gonna end up with? But then it has to be multiple choice, and I need to know what the answer is. Oh, that's a. Or I could do more than this number of frames, or less than. Yeah, more than, over or under, basically. You should do more live streams. Yeah, I've been streaming on Twitch for a while, but yeah, I do want to do more on like the YouTube side, I think. So yeah, we haven't crashed today, and it's been, how long has it been? Like an hour. So yeah, I think this is a good system we've got going. I'm liking how this is working out. I'm trying to like organize my like the stuff on my screens a little better so I can see everything. I just caught my mom coming downstairs to put an orange in front of my door. Oh, that's interesting. That's very sweet of her. My dad, when we were growing up, would like every night he would be like, "Oh, who wants me to peel them an orange?" And like, I don't know, sometimes I think about that. I'm not gonna cry. Ugh, I just thought about that. I'm like, man, I don't live with them anymore, so we don't do that anymore. Oh no, I'm too emotional for this. Wow, I've never cried over that before. I'm gonna go over to his house just to ask for an orange. I'm not crying. You are. But yeah, that's very sweet of her. Okay, but I think I had this brush size. Normally when I do cat ears, like normal, like, or like animal ears in general, I do like the little like tuft of whatever coming out of their ear, but because it's a bubble, I really like doing it like this and just having like a little round little bump. It's because bubbles are like smooth. I'm too emotional too, now I'm crying. Yeah, just the idea of like, man, we're growing up and like I don't live with my parents anymore. Oh my gosh, I'm too emotional for this. Ooh. I want to have a sleepover at my parents' house. Just for fun. I don't even have a room there anymore. My 3 siblings lived there still while I was in college. And then during that time, they moved a lot of stuff around, and then at some point, especially with the pandemic, my room got turned into like kind of an office space, so that my mom and dad could both work from home sometimes. But yeah, the night before I left, my mom put a box of oranges outside my door. Oh, I'm just visiting my parents tonight. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. Why do we have to grow up? Growing up sucks. Oh my goodness. I'm too sentimental today. I don't know why. Gotta love our parents though. Give your parents a hug today. This is your reminder to show them some love. Yeah, my siblings all, well, not technically, but my brother's home right now because he's still in college. But yeah, he's also home right now because he had jaw surgery today actually for his underbite. So he'll be home for a while, and my mom's like taking care of him and stuff. So it's nice to know they're not like alone and stuff. And you know, my mom gets to watch over my brother. He's the baby of the family, so she's got her baby with her, and then they have their two doggies. I like to joke that they adopted the dogs to replace me when I went off to college because I'm the oldest of my siblings. So yeah, they've got the doggies to keep them company, and they've got my brother to keep them company right now. I'm trying to be better about like hanging out with them on weekends and stuff. Like we got lunch with them on Saturday, but they also after we went off to college, they got into like their own extracurriculars and stuff, and like their own hobbies. Like they're really into dragon boating now. They found a dragon boat team they really like, so they spend a lot of time doing that. So half the time they're too busy. They're the ones that have a lot on their plate. The first 8 days I lived in my new apartment, I would put an orange outside my door before I went to bed. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me emotional. Man, parents know how to like unintentionally leave like that big old like warm spot in your heart. Now that I know all this works, I think my next step actually, on top of like making sure that the music like situation works, is I did recently come across, I know there's a lot out there, but a multi-streaming chat widget. I think it might be worth getting that just so I can see both the YouTube chats and the Twitch chats at the same time. I think that will be quite helpful. I keep like getting paranoid that I'm on the wrong layer. It's the worst feeling, is like doing a whole bunch of stuff and then realizing, oh shoot, it's all on the wrong layer, so I have to undo all of it. I'm talking about my dog. Oh. Well, still, yeah. How old is your doggy? My parents have a dog who is about 7, I think. Oh yeah, they're 7 because they have 2 dogs. One of them is 6 and one of them is 7. And my parents have been big fans of the 6-7 jokes. So people ask, oh, how old are your dogs? Oh, they're 6 and 7. But yeah, their 7-year-old dog recently had a slip disc, and yeah, I think I mentioned last week that he had surgery for it. I didn't realize, so when people have a slip disc, they'll put like a plate in it and they'll like kind of realign it, right? For dogs, I guess, or at least in this particular case for my parents' dog, they just completely removed the disc. I'm like, whoa, that's kind of crazy. Like, yeah, they just removed part of his back, I guess. 2? Aw, he's a puppy. Or she, he or she. They're a puppy. That's cute. I think that's about how old. Let's see. They adopted their dog in 2020, so yeah, I think they were like 1 or 2 years old. Both of them, like respectively, because they were adopted 1 year after another, but they were also both around the same age. Yeah, so one of the dogs is estimated a year older. She must be a cutie pie. What kind of dog is she? I was really nervous when we got our cat because I was like, I didn't grow up with the dog, but I've had at that point only really interacted with dogs. Like, I really liked cats, but at the same time, it's like I never had a cat and I didn't know anyone with a cat, so I was like, I don't really know how to like interact with the cat. But then we went to like a cat lounge pretty much, and we were really only there to like visit and hang out with the kitty cats. But then we really liked hanging out there, and then one thing led to another, and then suddenly we're adopting one of them. Yeah, that same cat lounge actually live streams on Twitch as well. They're pretty consistent about it. I have raided into their channel before, however, I kind of hesitate to because it's usually like an unmoderated live stream, like it's just on, no one's there. Half the time there's a whole bunch of bots in there, so I get kind of worried that like they'll think it's spam, because I don't think the people running it actually have much experience with Twitch live streams. Like, they set it up pretty okay, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want to like overwhelm them. This mouth is weird because I kind of just threw it out here at the time. I guess it's okay if it's a little crooked. Kind of cute. You know, like a little cat mouth. My mom doesn't know what non-binary is, so she keeps calling me person. Yeah, my mom is kind of the same, where she is trying her best to be super supportive, but she sometimes is a little bit confused, if that makes sense. When I first came out, she started yelling person, person, person here. Yeah, my parents almost like overcompensate, or like not compensate, but they like go a little too far into like trying to make sure they have the right pronouns for people. Like, we went to see someone I used to dance with because she is with she's a performer. Like, she's not Broadway, but she is in theater, so we went to see one of her performances. And then before we went, my parents were in this heated argument over what her pronouns were, and spoiler alert, her pronouns are she, her. But they were like, oh, are you sure? I thought they changed their pronouns to they, them. And I'm like, well, if you're not sure, they, them are pretty safe pronouns. And they were like, no, I swear it's they, them. What does her mom call her? And like, it turns into like this huge over the top thing where they're like desperately trying to figure out what someone's pronouns are. So like, I don't know, it's a whole thing. Hi, behind you. I thought I heard you. Hello. How are you?
That's all. Bye-bye.
Oh, that's all? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, never mind. Mr. Husbando came and visited up here. I'm up on the 4th floor and his desk is on the 3rd floor, so yeah. I almost feel like I'm neglecting Twitch now. I feel like I'm doing okay keeping everything pretty even though. After I got upstairs, my sister's hound dog started licking my face because he pushed me to the ground. Oh, hopefully it was like a loving push. My cousin's dog, that I used to dog sit, she's like a medium-sized dog. What is this? Yeah, she's like a medium-sized dog. But I'm also not like a huge person, so when I used to dog sit, I would go over and she would also like kind of knock me over and like get super excited. She's real old now. She's 15 now, so she actually she's got cancer, and so it's we're talking like matter of days now, because recently my cousin was like, yeah, the vet was recommending putting her down. They turned that down solely because they were like, oh, we want to have her at home, give people a chance to say bye to her and stuff. So it was like this whole thing. But yeah, she doesn't have all the energy she did when she was a puppy. Huh? Oh, I thought I heard something. Never mind. 8. Oh, cutie. So yeah, just a little bit older than my parents' dog then. I like how this is turning out. Maybe I'll take a quick break. Should I take? Yeah. Or, I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna start coloring this. So on Procreate, you can tap this and you tap reference. I found out that some people don't actually know about that. Reference basically means that you can color drop on another layer and it'll still use that shape. So if I take this blank layer and I'm gonna grab this color, and even though I'm on the blank layer, I color drop and it'll use this shape as the reference, and that's how you color drop without putting it on that layer. Is this the right color? I mean, it looks like it. Why does it look dark? Maybe it's just the background color I have. Maybe that's why. The tail's not a closed shape, but that's fine. I'll just go like this. Yeah, my bubble cats, I like to have like pink in the middle. Maybe a little bit on the ears too. I like to have it kind of pink. And then I have the blue. And then I outline it in white to kind of really make it bubbly. Which kind of makes it look, I guess, technically more like a pastel-y, like slime thing, I guess, but I don't know. It's just a sparkly little bubble guy. What's up, gang? Hi, Kat. How are you? Oh, hi, Psyduck. I just saw your emojis on the YouTube chat too. Nothing much. We're just doing some animations, and I am trying to dual stream on YouTube, which is actually going pretty well. And nothing's crashed yet. Everything's working. I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, how have you been? Oh, I saw right before I started to stream, I think I saw some of your Discord stuff, your Roblox avatars. Oh, speaking of which, at the beginning of this stream, I started late because my sister called. First thing she says to me, she goes, I didn't know Roblox wasn't a new thing. And I was like, yeah, Roblox has been around for a very long time. I remember briefly being on Roblox like as a teenager just to try it out, like, you know. And she was like, yeah, and she works with kids. This is the context, like she works with kids. She was like, I thought this was a new thing, like the new Minecraft, like all the kids at the center I work at have been telling me about Roblox. I thought it was like a new different thing. And I'm like, no, Roblox has been around for a long time. Like, I actually didn't realize, apparently Roblox has been around since like 2006 or something. Alleged. I didn't fact check that, but she was like, yeah, I didn't know it was that old. And I was like, I was also confused because one of her classmates, I remember, because we're only a few years apart, so I followed some of her classmates on Instagram because we were like in some of the same like clubs in school and stuff. I was like, one of your classmates, I remember, was like religiously entering Robux giveaways on her Instagram. Like she did one, like it was like a Roblox coloring challenge thing, which normally I wouldn't judge her for, but she was like in college being like, oh, I just colored this coloring page for a chance to win like however many Robux. And I was like, oh, that is interesting. I finished drawing a 1-layer drawing of iced tea, of an iced tea can. Ooh, I want to see. I put it in the Discord. Ooh, I want to see. Yeah, I have a couple of times tried single layer art, but I feel like it makes me so nervous to do it that way. Let's see, art. Ooh, that turned out really nice. That reminds me of when I was here. React. I'll do the sparkly heart. I like the sparkly heart. And like the fire emoji. Ads. Oh, I'll wait for ads to be done. Ad break. Okay. Let me know when ads are done over there. Oh my god, I'm so mad at my brother's cat. I had a sandwich and I left for 2 seconds to go grab some string and my sandwich has gotten no. What was in the sandwich? Make sure there was nothing like harmful to cats in there, I guess. Oh, cats are so devious like that. They wait for the perfect time to strike. My cat does that, but like I said, largely with plastic bags and stuff. Like, my parents will bring over snacks or something, and if it's on the counter unattended, she'll like wait till everyone's paying attention to something else, and then she's like, okay, this is mine now. Let me know when ads are over on the Twitch side. What was I talking about before that? I think it was the soda can. I think I know what I was about to say, but I feel like there was something else I was like in the middle of saying. We'll play Jeopardy music. I had a teacher in 7th grade who used to do that all the time when we were waiting on stuff. She would just start humming Jeopardy music. Let's use this brush. This tiny little thing right there. I think a lot of this acoustic music is actually like projects that Kai like commissions. I don't know if this one is. This one I think is the normal. There's a more jump version of it. I don't know if it's a commission song necessarily though. Ads are wrapping up. I'll give it another few seconds. Let me know when everyone's out of ads. I feel like recently it's like I'll get that, like I'll see that thing pop up, like the automatic end of ads message, but I'm still in ads, like when I'm on other channels. It was nothing harmful, just some salami on bread. Okay, that's good. I went shopping with my mom today and I bought a white t-shirt to dye it black, and she started looking at me and then started talking about how you shouldn't dye white t-shirts black. Like a superstition kind of thing. I guess that makes sense. I'm not a super superstitious person. I feel like my grandparents were a little bit more on that side, but even then, like, my family's always been a little bit lax on the superstition stuff. There's a few things that they're a little bit more, not like super strict about, but they try to be mindful of. Like the whole like clean the house before New Year's and stuff. Not gifting people sharp things. Ads are done. Nice. Oh yeah, but anyways, yeah, I really like your brisk can. It was brisk, right? I literally just looked at it and I already forgot. But it reminds me of when I was in college. There was one time that I was in the library with some friends. Kai was there too, actually, and I drew a Sunkist bottle. Oh, you know what it was? I remember now. I finished my homework and then Kai and one of our other friends was still working on like some other stuff. And then Kai, I don't know if he just had his arm out or something, but I started drawing on his arm. He might have fallen asleep on the table. I can't remember. And I drew, I don't think it was Arizona tea. It was, Honest Tea. It was a tea bottle that was on the table, and I drew a picture of it with a ballpoint pen on his arm. And then I think I sent it on Snapchat to some people, and I was like, I made some pun about like honesty, or like honesty is the best quality or whatever. but it was like honest tea. Yeah, and then fast forward however many years and we're married now. Flirt 100 by drawing a bottle of tea on his arm. No, we were already dating at that time, so that doesn't count as flirting. I mean, I guess it could. You can still flirt with your significant other. In fact, you should flirt with your significant other. I flirt with my husband all the time. Oh, I forgot. Always forget when I leave the reference layer on that I need to turn it off so I can fill other things normally. Oh, she just didn't want me to ruin a perfectly white t-shirt. Were you gonna like dye it just plain black? Because I will admit, at that point, why not just get a black shirt? Unless you kind of want like the dyed, like kind of spotty texture. Some people like that. Oh my god, I left for 2 seconds. Again, my water on the table is now on the floor. Now my brother's cat has a wet face. Oh no! Poor kitty. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, Cassie will like show up and her nose is all wet, and sometimes it's like normal, like her natural nose, wet nose, but sometimes I'm like, did you dip your nose in something? I don't know. Skeptical, suspicious behavior. Let's add some sparkles all over the place. I mostly do little polka dots, but I like having the little crosses here and there. It almost looks like freckles. Speaking of freckles, I started a drawing of, I don't know if anyone used to read the Disney Fairy books, but there was a new illustration, I think it was technically an official illustration of the Disney Fairies by one of the like Disney Fairy artists. And on top of that, there was new artwork for the Lorcana cards, and that was also Disney Fairies. But it made me think of like the original like books and stuff, because I have a copy of Fairy Dust and the Quest for the Egg. Like I've had that since I was pretty young, and I read it so many times. And so I think on Friday I just randomly was like, I kind of want to reread it now that all this like Disney Fairies content is coming out. And it just reminded me of how sad I was when, like, as much as I like the Tinkerbell movies, it is a, like, people have just accepted that it's just a different continuity than all the books and stuff that we grew up with, which is fine. They're great on their own, but it's like, it's a totally different universe. It still has Tinkerbell in it, but like, I don't know, it made me miss a lot of the characters that they took out of the movies that were pretty big in the books. Like Prilla was one of my favorite fairies, and they took a lot of Prilla's arc in the main kickoff trilogy, and they gave it to Tinkerbell, which is fine. The story was still there, but like I hated that they got rid of her character, and I really liked Rainy's character too. Those two were like probably among my favorites, and both of them didn't make it into the Tinkerbell movies. It made me so sad. So I started a drawing of both of them actually, just because I was like, I reread it and was like, man, now I'm all in my feels. They didn't have any black t-shirts, and I can't remember the name of it. I see. I'm taking a clay class, and I made my sister a teapot, and the little handle for it is a long mushroom, and the handles for the top is... Oh, that sounds so cute! Like the teapot lid is a mushroom. Oh, that sounds awesome. Yeah, my cousin, actually the one with the dog who is old and kind of on her way out. She is one of my two older cousins, and when I was in first grade, I went to Color Me Mine, which for those who don't know, that's like a pottery painting store kind of. Like they have all these like pre-made pottery things, and you paint them, and then they like throw it in a kiln and give it back to you after. I made a cell phone holder from way back when I was in first grade, when cell phones were teeny tiny and fit like in teeny little pouches. So it was this tiny little phone holder, and I painted it like a little brown dog. And she has kept it all these years. She is now, let me think, 31 or 32? Something like that. I'm doing quick maths in my head, except it's not very quick. 1993, 33. Yeah, she just turned 33. Yeah, so she's kept it for a very long time. And so yeah, she showed me that over the weekend that she still has it, and I'm like, oh, I'm so touched. And I was in first grade at the time, so it's not like it was painted super well, but I'm very flattered that she still has it. I just realized also, which probably is a good thing since I'm trying to be careful with the music, that I have a lot of like the song request stuff turned off because I was gonna do that co-working stream yesterday, which didn't end up happening. So yeah, sorry about that. I'll try to get everything back to normal before my next stream. Yeah. Maybe I should have put like the ear thing, this little inside part, on the same layer as that. But that's okay. Let's just use this purple color. Yeah, subtle difference, but all good. Yeah, maybe we'll just do these keyframes for today, and then next time we'll fill in some more. How many strokes have I done now? 802. So we've done like almost 300 strokes since we last checked. What time is it? Oh, we've been going longer than I thought. How long have we been streaming? Almost 2 hours. Okay. What did I just do? Oh, I duplicated. I don't think I need to just duplicate that. Yeah, I'll just start from scratch. Alright, we'll do the same thing. Reference, fill, get the tail too. I used to not really be a fan of like the selection tool for filling things, but then it occurred to me that like it's pretty much the same as if I outline it with a brush and then fill it. I was like, yeah, I guess it's the same like motion with my hand, if that makes sense. So yeah, I was like, okay, maybe it's worth it to do that after all. Okay, we got our pink in the middle. Go like this. Pink in the middle. Let me make it a little smaller, because I do kind of like the little bit of purple in between. We got pink in the ears. It can be pretty general, pretty rough. This was from the Project Sekai movie. I think that it's coming to some streaming service, maybe, question mark. Not 100% certain. I know it came out on like Blu-ray, DVD, that kind of stuff, but I heard it was gonna be available to stream. I think I did see it in theaters. Because why not, you know? Yeah, they had like the game codes too, and then I think when I went like weeks later for a completely separate movie, I saw that they still had them, and I was like, whatever, I may as well just ask for more. Are you on a break? UTC, hello. No, I'm here, don't worry. VR, what does that mean? Virtual reality? No, I'm just here. I'm dual streaming. It's my first time streaming on YouTube. I was worried everything would crash, and I don't know if this like overlay setup is great, but I did figure it's not terrible. Like, you can see my whole screen, especially if I want to like show certain things. I don't know. Would you guys prefer if I zoomed in more so that you can see clearer? Nice, thank you. Yeah, it's my first time doing the vertical streaming too. I tried to set it up like a year ago, and for some reason all my plugins were like not linking up. And now, funny enough, it's working for the YouTube stuff, but I can't find my stream key for TikTok. And I know I'm eligible for it. It has like the check mark and everything. I just can't find the thing to link OBS to my TikTok live studio, if that makes sense. 10 years ago, they banned that 70s show, and I've been sad ever since I watched it as a kid. I actually never watched that 70s show as a kid. I did see it on occasionally, but I never watched it. But I've seen clips of it since then, like floating around online. You know how people put like whole TV show episodes on TikTok for like engagement and whatever. And then they tried to reboot it recently, right, with that 90s show. I didn't watch that either, but I did think it was cool, like a cool concept. Oh, this is the tail, I forgot. Yeah? Did you watch that one? Was it good? I didn't realize they took that 70s show off of streaming. Part of me was considering watching that too. I gotta see Red Kitty and Layla. She's a new character, and she's sharing the same basement she did like her dad with her friend. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like a lot of reboots and spin-offs kind of like to do as much as they can to tap into like the nostalgia factor of their original shows, and sometimes that works well, and sometimes I think maybe a little bit less so. I know recently Camp Rock 3 came out, and I think the biggest complaint I saw was that it was less a continuation of the original like story and lessons and everything, and more just like trying to tap into like fully into like nostalgia and like, oh, here's all the iconic lines from Camp Rock 1 and 2 and stuff. But I don't know, I will admit I never got super into Camp Rock, so I don't know if I am as passionate about like the story and continuity. I didn't watch Camp Rock 3 either, but that was kind of what I was seeing a lot of, was like, oh, like Camp Rock was supposed to be like largely about like them being special because it's like the rock genre, and then this one, it felt like the kids weren't super passionate about the music as much as they were like, oh, I want to make it big, whatever. But I don't know. I will say I did see the clip of Demi Lovato's like scene when she comes back, and I don't want to like shit on her acting too much, but I was like, it doesn't feel like Mitchie. It felt like Demi Lovato as Demi Lovato, if that makes sense. And like, she doesn't have that same like Disney delivery like charm, if that makes sense. Like, you know how in Disney Channel like movies and shows, there's a specific way they deliver their lines that's like almost a little bit corny, but that's kind of like it fits the kinds of show they are. It didn't really feel like it had that. It really felt like she was reading lines. Then again, all I see are like the little clips that people post online. So maybe I'm judging too hard. Yeah, I think my sister's a little more into like the newer Disney stuff. Like, what is it? In my head, Disney Descendants is like on the new side. And apparently they have the 6th one coming out. So the Jonas Brothers have announced the Burning Up tour all over again. Oh, you know what? Kai's sister is probably real excited about that. I feel like she saw, was it the Jonas Brothers a few years ago? I don't know, when they like had their like comeback thing. I think they just got what is it? What's the word? Like indicted. They became like they got honored as Disney legends this weekend, because this weekend was D23, so they made all their like upcoming movie announcements and stuff. They announced Coco 2, they announced Frozen 3, they announced Kingdom Hearts is getting an anime, and they announced Kingdom Hearts 4, which also has Coco in it. Yeah, lots of announcements. And I think Lin-Manuel Miranda also was recognized as a Disney legend. And Meg's actress, Susan Egan. She did a lot of the Disney princess singing voices. She played Meg. She did quite a few things. I can't think of all of them off the top of my head, I will admit. Oh, you saw Yoasobi too, right? I feel like I saw your story, and then I saw like so many people from high school also there, and I was like, oh my gosh. Poppin'. Wait, I should try not to match the exact placement of the sparkles, probably. Where else did I put it? That side. I don't know what Kai's up to, but he's giggly, which is much better than, I think I posted the clip recently of when he was raging at something in the background of one of the streams. It was like literally the beginning of the stream too. So it was like right as I unmuted, he was like screaming into his mic, which usually means it's League, but this time he's laughing. So he could be playing Baldur's Gate. He's been playing that with some of our old friends a lot lately. Yeah, they've been playing a lot lately. I also played Peak for the first time, which is funny because I have the little Bing Bong badge on Twitch. So if you see me in other chats, you'll see that I have a Bing Bong badge. That was from when they were doing that, like, I guess, event kind of thing, where if you watch people collabing playing Peak, then you get a badge. So I have a little Bing Bong badge, but I technically hadn't played until last week. And I'm not very good at video games usually, so that was atrocious. It was fun though. I did enjoy it. Let me check something really quick. Oh, why do I have so many texts? Oh, it's my siblings. Oh, yeah. So my blah, 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 blah. Did I tweet that I was going live? I don't think I did. Should I? Is it too late to? I'll skip the going live notification today on Twitter. Oopsie daisies. That's okay. Oh yeah, but yeah, my brother got his jaw surgery today, and my sister is getting her wisdom teeth out Wednesday or tomorrow. Let me check the calendar. So she's a little nervous about that, but I think she'll be fine. Yeah, she's Wednesday. We'll be getting her wisdom teeth out. So lots of surgical procedures in our family this week. The dog and 2 of my siblings. So wish them all luck and wish them all a speedy recovery. We'll do something I don't know. Any highlighted messages that get sent, I will send to my siblings. How about that? Kai told me to buy Baldur's Gate and then doesn't play with me. Wait, did you get the game? Go tell Kai. Kai, are you there? Kai, play blah, 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 blah. Play Baldur's Gate with me at least. I was about to have some Greek yogurt, and then I remembered if I look away for 2 seconds, Bailey's gonna be devouring it. That's so funny. My parents were considering naming their dog Bailey. They ended up not going with Bailey, but that's how I found out that apparently they were considering the name Bailey for me when I was a baby. Gamble all. No, you lost all your bubbles. Your bubbles. Here, maybe I should take a break to give an excuse to give everyone bubbles to gamble with. No, it's so close to, I'm probably gonna wrap up soon anyways. Maybe I won't take that break. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's unfortunate. Gamble responsibly, kids. Okay, there's a second frame. Let's just make this purple. Oh. Pause. Let me plug my iPad in. I quit. No more gambling. Bet. No more gambling until next stream. Definitely no more gambling for now because there's nothing left. I meant to say Drew. Oh, blah, blah. I drew an old lady randomly and I didn't know who it was, and then I realized it looked like that creepy old lady down the street. Ooh, it's the subconscious telling you something. I don't know what it's telling you. It reminds me of that whole thing about how, like, in dreams you can't actually, like, your brain apparently can't actually form new faces, so everyone that appears in your dreams is someone that you've seen before. Allegedly. I don't know how that would be proven. I feel like that sounds like one of those like myths, like commonly believed myths. Hi Cassie, speak of the devil, my kitty cat's here to visit. Hi sweetie. Hey, come here. You come sit on the desk? 1 second. Cassie, come here baby. You come sit. You don't want to sit? She's just gonna watch me and judge me from the distance, as cats do. Then I figured out that she took my sister's dog from our yard. Oh my gosh. Not the same dog that you're hanging out with right now. Or is it? Did she get her dog back? I hope so. That's a little interesting, scary. It's getting a little. The AC is on, but I think it's on a little too high or too low. The temperature's too low. It's kind of cold, is what I'm saying. Okay, there's 2 frames. Let's group all these together, keep things relatively organized, even though my layers are not labeled, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's make this our reference layer now. Oop. Turn that. Oh wait, one more. Got this ear. Okay, and we'll turn that off. We'll get this tail colored in. Do you have a Pinterest? I technically yes, but I haven't updated. Like, I don't think I've posted on Pinterest in years. Like, I am curious. Am I logged in on Pinterest here? I made a Pinterest for my art a long time ago because people were recommending like doing it so that other people wouldn't repost my stuff on there, but then yeah, I'm not logged in here and I don't know if I remember my Pinterest password for this. Yeah, so yes and no, I guess. I think the only thing I ever posted on my art Pinterest was back when I had my Etsy shop open still, I put my stickers on there. So yeah, it's not an active Pinterest is basically what I'm saying. Yes, we called the police. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's kind of crazy though, I will say. Holy moly. Like, was she just trying to keep it as a dog, or like as her own pet, or was she trying to like do something with it, like sell it or something? That is creepy behavior. Also, like, that's some audacity when you live right up the street. Like did she think no one was gonna notice or recognize the dog or anything? Because especially with dogs, like dogs get walked pretty regularly. I don't know about you guys, but we have like our like doorbell camera, like our Ring camera, and so we kind of have an idea of who walks by with the dogs like all the time. Although I guess old people are a little less aware of like the technology that's available nowadays, but like, I don't know, that seems kind of silly to me. I'll just put it on one layer, that's fine. I meant to say the police saw her trying to put the dog in the trash bag. Oh my gosh, I'm glad they saw it. She was trying to apparently. Oh my gosh, I'm surprised she didn't get like charged with something. I guess it's hard to because they technically stopped the crime, but like, I don't know, that's like attempted something. That's an attempted kidnapping right there. Maybe attempted murder if you know, like, I don't know. That's crazy behavior. As long as the dog is alive, she's in jail. Oh, okay, that's good. I was gonna say, that's crazy. Most importantly, I am very glad the dog is okay. Oh my goodness. The audacity of some people. It has to, like, I don't know, something about like old people. Like, I know people have been talking about like, man, I have, what is it, like elderly fatigue, where they're just tired of all the craziness that old people be doing. And I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. like sometimes they really are just confused, but I don't know, do you just hit an age at some point where all your logic and all your like humanity just kind of starts seeping away? I usually try to be very nice to old people because, like, I don't know, I feel like you get to an age where your like joints are hurting all the time and you're just always in a bad mood. And so I'm like, you know how sometimes you're like, oh, they must be having a bad day. I feel like at some point old people just have mostly bad days, so I try to be nice. But like the other day I was picking up some food at Costco, and they have like the ordering kiosks at some locations, and like there were only 2 available, and this like old couple was standing in front of it, not using it, but they were standing in front of it, just backs to the kiosk, looking around, blocking the only 2 available kiosks while people were waiting. And I was like, really? Like, read the room, scooch over a little bit so we can like actually use it. I don't know. It's just, yeah, I don't know. When I was younger, I wanted to get fox tips. If you don't know what they are, they're just like orange ends on your hair. I think I have seen that. I've never done anything with my hair. I have what those in the industry call virgin hair. Yeah, I've never dyed it or anything. Yeah, my sister pretty regularly dyes / bleaches her hair. She usually has it like a brown or blonde color. I think she started doing that in like high school probably. Or was it after high school? I actually am not sure. It might have been during high school. Either that or like right after. Yeah, she had it pretty, I think, blonde for my wedding last year. Oh, Vietbeast won 5 from 5, I think 5 gold from the catch game. Nice. How much do you have now? The currency is gold, right? I think I left everything on the defaults on the stream avatars. Should I put the stream avatars on my vertical overlay? I wonder if I can copy it over right now. I wonder if there's a way to link. Can I link YouTube to my stream avatars? I'm not sure if it's a stream or YouTubeable extension. I'm gonna go on a family car trip. They're kicking me in the backseat. Oh yeah. I can't bring my dog. Oh, is someone dog sitting for you guys? Yeah, I grew up in a family with 3 other kids. And so I was always the backseat kid too. Leadership? Were you going for leaderboard? Here. Leaderboard? Is that what you're looking for? I saw that and I was thinking battleship. Here, sit right here, Cassie. Hi, kitty cat. Madam Kitty Cat decided to join us. Say hi to everyone. Say hi, friends in chat. Can you hear her ears are brushing against the mic? I don't know if you can hear it. Hi, sweetie. All right. Are you telling me I should finish stream soon? I can go a little longer, right? My kitty cat is my stream manager. She tells me when I'm allowed to stream. She's just here to observe. It feels like an audit when she's like sitting here watching me. She's been a little bit more direct about wanting me to pet her head though, because she'll sit on my desk and she'll like scooch her head closer to my hand, and usually my hand's on my mouse if I'm like working or something, and she'll just kind of like nudge her hand on or her face under. Mr. Kitty Cat's trying to eat my plants, aka my brother's cat. Oh. We don't have too many plants indoors, so she hasn't really tried to eat plants from what we've seen. Well, actually, we did have one fake plant that she tried to eat, and she has tried to eat my Lego plants, so maybe she is a bit of a plant eater. We just try not to give her too many opportunities to eat plants. Oh, you want me to pet your head? Okay, we'll take a quick break to pet her head. Yeah, she's so cute. I love her so much. Let's see, how's the leaderboard? Viet Beast is at... Why is it in dollars? What is that one pulling from? Chatty Doo. Chatty Doo is linked to my Mix It Up, I think. Huh. I'm confused what that command comes from. Is that that's not the bubble leaderboard, is it? No, it's different from the bubble leaderboard. What's Chatty Doo giving me? I'll look that up later. Because it wasn't doing that before. It didn't used to give. What are these dollar amounts? Oh, is it stream avatars? Let me see. No, because... Oh wait, there is a leaderboard here. Oh, there is. Oh, okay. So leaderboard also gives the amount of gold you have on stream avatars. That's good to know. Oh, so on the extension, if you hit leaderboard, jumps and catches, Viet Beast has caught 4 stars from what do you call it? From the jump game. Interesting. Okay. My old bedroom is so nostalgic, yeah. I would say same, but my old bedroom got converted to a office, so hard to be nostalgic about that. My girlfriend who's still at the apartment texted me that she just burned her hand. Oh no, I hope her hand is okay. Oh man, yeah, that's no fun. Oh, my cat is watching my stream on my other monitor. I think my cat's saying hi to your cat. Hello cat friends. Okay, anyways, I have too many things open, I think. I'm gonna start heading home early, so I'm gonna get off the stream. Okay, have a good rest of your day, and yeah, get home safe. I hope all goes well. Say hi to your cat for me. And yeah, until next time for ya. I should probably wrap up soon too. Let's see. This, I should also, I think this is what I was using for the inside of the mouth. Yeah. How's this? Sure. I'm gonna add this to my thing too. Roulette. Oh, I think the roulette function is the same as the gamble function. So you do roulette and then you also put a number. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I actually didn't know that because I've seen people use the roulette thing. I thought it was different from gamble, but roulette is basically just the same thing as exclamation mark gamble. Yo, you on YouTube? I am! I usually just stream on Twitch, but I finally got the multi-stream plugin to actually work, which technically I set it up like a year ago. But then I was like, let me try seeing if I can get it to work now, because I'm technologically challenged, so I was having a lot of trouble getting my YouTube connected. And funny enough, I set up the vertical stream format so that I could try streaming on TikTok, just out of curiosity, right? Just to see if it would work. And it did not. But then now I have everything working for YouTube, but I couldn't figure out how to get it connected to my TikTok. Like I have the TikTok live studio and I'm trying to follow these like guides and tutorials, but for some reason my like TikTok live studio does not look like any of the tutorial videos I see, and I can't figure out how to get the stream key, because I think that's literally the only thing I need is like to connect my OBS to my TikTok. I just need that stream key, and I can't figure out how to get that. You would think it's really easy, but like I don't know, it just doesn't look like any of the guides that are on the internet. So maybe one day I'll get it connected, but for now I was like, hey, let me try on YouTube. People were, especially recently with like the YouTube updates and stuff, they were like, people were like, oh yeah, you should start streaming, dual streaming on YouTube if you're not already. And then I would have done the normal like horizontal or horizontal dual stream, but then they were like, oh, you can do it vertically on YouTube and it'll show up on the shorts feed. And because not many people follow me on YouTube for live streaming at the moment, I was like, maybe I will start with like live streaming in a shorts format before I dive too far into it. And I don't know, it's my first time, but it seems to be working well so far. So yeah, knock on wood, obviously. But yeah, here I am on YouTube. Yeah, most of my socials are the same handle. I'm at It's Sammy Do on Instagram, on Twitter, on Twitch, on YouTube. What else do I have? I think those are my most active ones. I am on Ko-fi as well, and that one is Sammy Do, like just Sammy Do without the it's, because Sammy Do was available. The only reason I put It's Sammy Do is because on a lot of my first platforms that I was on, it was already taken, and most Sammy Doos on the internet I think are dogs, like golden doodles and stuff. Yeah, because originally I was like only on Instagram. That was my first art social media. And back in the day, my username was, I think my very first username was like doo-doo doodles, and it was purely because like I had no confidence in my ability to do art well, and so I was just like, it's not gonna be great, it's gonna be poo-poo doodles, and so I called myself doo-doo doodles. And then I was like, you know what, I should just own it. So I changed it. I had always liked the idea of using Sammy Do because that was my now husband's nickname for me, or like not my nickname, for his nickname for me, but that's what he put my phone contact as, and I thought it had a cute ring to it, so I wanted to be Sammy Do very early on, but that username was taken, so I was Sammy Doodle with like a dot between the do and the dole, so it was Sammy Do .dole. But then in certain fonts that looks like it says Sammy Do .die, and I wasn't really a big fan of that, so at some point I just changed it to It's Sammy Do, and so that's what I use for most things now. Did you see the letter I wrote about why I'm back? I don't think the letter I wrote about why I'm back. Oh, I see, I'm back on. When I was about to get in my car, my girlfriend texted me that the neighbors are helping her and not to come home early and just enjoy my stay. Oh, cause you said she burned herself, right? Was it pretty bad? Oh, I hope she's okay. Yeah, I hope everything's okay. I had a friend who, she was like cutting fruit with her mom in the kitchen one time over like winter break or something, and she like apparently cut her hand really bad, like it was bleeding really bad, and she ended up having to go to the hospital. Like it was like an ER visit kind of thing, because she like hit some kind of like big thing in her hand. She was like, I don't remember if she actually passed out or if she like almost passed out, but it was like surprisingly bad. She said my dog is helping her. Your dog is helping. Oh, is the dog like helpful? I hope she's doing okay. I hope all is well and hope she's safe, and yeah, make sure she's getting the help she needs if she's like, I don't want her to badly injure herself, you know. OMG, you're so underrated. Your art's so clean. Thank you so much. Oh, that means so much to me. Yeah, this one's actually an animation. I started it quite a while ago. I'm starting with just a few keyframes, and then we'll probably, sorry, I've got some hiccups. We'll probably do some like in between frames after a while, but yeah, I figured I'd start pretty simple for my first YouTube stream and then see how it goes from there. Apparently her dog, that's not my dog. Her dog is a big trained dog, and he opened up the freezer and got, oh wow, that's such a smart dog. Is he like a trained guide dog then? My roommate in in college, she actually used to train guide dog puppies. So it wasn't like the actual aid kind of training. It was just the basics of like obedience and like potty training and things like that from when they're puppies. And one dog that she trained was like this black lab, I think. I'm not really good with dog breeds, but it was like a black lab. And I guess he failed out of guide dogs for the blind, and so they swapped him to guide dogs for diabetes, and then he failed out of that too, so he ended up failing out of all his guide dog career options, I guess. And so she ended up having the option to adopt him. So when we were in college, we had this failed guide dog living with us who I think you tend to see a lot of videos of like failed guide dogs who like alert, but they don't really know what they're alerting for, so they just alert for everything. This particular doggy didn't really alert so much, but he really loved sniffing things. So every time we took him for a walk, he was like aggressively sniffing every inch of the sidewalk. It was crazy. Oh wait, I read that already. Apparently her yes, oh okay, I read everything already. I'm still getting used to trying to keep up with all the chats on both sides. I have the chat a little farther over than I normally do because I have a few extra windows open. Bacon, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. You're right just in time for us to color the last frame, but also I need to put purple on the inside lines. Oh, my kitty cat did a big stretch across my desk. Let me pause and give her a good scratch. Yeah, how are you doing? That looks so cute. Thanks. Yeah, I'm trying to dual stream on YouTube. So yeah, if you're interested, I think I have it linked in the pinned message, but I am streaming both on Twitch and YouTube today, which I think it's been going well so far. I've been having a lot of fun, and so I think I might make this a regular thing. I can already tell you're gonna blow up as a creator. Oh, thank you so much, Twisted Artist. I'm very flattered. I feel like people tell me that all the time, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to blow up, because I actually, technically, my TikTok blew up in 2021. Which at first was really great, and I was able to ride that for a while because I started doing a lot of like Procreate tutorials and stuff, which you can still find on my TikTok. But it got really overwhelming, and then I was like, I don't feel like I'm enjoying this kind of content as much anymore, so I backed out of it and started just posting art here and there on TikTok. And then it gave crazy imposter syndrome, let me tell you, because my TikTok has like 30-something thousand followers, and I know most of them are not actively watching my content anymore, which I'm okay with, but now it feels like, I feel like people are gonna look at my page and be like, oh, she bought those viewers or she bought those followers, and I promise I didn't. If I had money to throw away into buying followers on TikTok, like I would probably spend that money elsewhere, I promise you. But yeah, it was just, my TikTok blew up, my content changed, people weren't as interested, but like TikTok's kind of weird where people don't really unfollow if they stop being, sometimes they do, but like I feel like unless you do something totally cancelable. People aren't really going out of their way to unfollow content creators that they aren't super interested in anymore. So yeah, 30,000 people following me and my videos average like 10 likes. Today's also my birthday, that's why oh my goodness, happy birthday! I hope you're having a lovely day. The neighbors put some cream on that's supposed to help with burns on her hand. Okay, that's good, as long as she's not alone. I feel like burns and cuts and stuff are scary because sometimes like it's really hard to tell how bad they are, because it's really easy to like downplay it and just kind of shake it off and whatever. I'm turning 29. Ooh, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Amanda. I assume that's your name because that's your username, but I realized that I never actually asked, but I assume so. Happy birthday to you. Nice, I hope you enjoy your time back home, and I hope everything goes well with your girlfriend. I'm way too short to be 29. I'm only 4'8". Hey, if there's anything you learn in your adult life, it's that height does not define how old you are. My cousin, it's so funny. Everyone on her dad's side of the family, or not everyone, all the women on her dad's side of the family are all like exactly 4'10", I think, or 4'11", something like that. But they're all like exactly the same height, and they're all under 5 feet, including her. And it's so bizarre. I don't know how that happens, and it's only the women. Yeah, I am 5'2", so I am just above 5 feet, which is funny because I think within my first year of streaming, I got a follow notification from someone named I only follow people under 5 feet. So I had to be like, excuse me, I am actually 5'2". Maybe just a little bit under. Oh, Cassie, hey, don't sit on my keyboard, sweetheart. Hi, my love. Don't sit on my keyboard. Uh-oh, every time she does this, she sits on my keyboard and closes like my OBS or something. Hi, you trying to eat something you're not supposed to? Sorry, my model is not tracking at the moment because her butt's in front of my camera. Hi, Miss Curious Little Kitty Cat, can you come over here? Thank you. You trying to steal my drink? Yeah, I don't think, this isn't cat food, so I don't think you're gonna like it. Here, come over here. Alright. It's not really my name, it's just my girlfriend's. Oh, okay. What would you prefer I call you, if anything? If you don't want me to call you anything, I won't call you anything. I don't want to overstep or anything. But anyways, happy birthday. I hope you're having a lovely day. You're probably most definitely gotten this before, but you sound like Jaden Animations. It's a good thing because I love Jaden. Wow, I'm flattered. Jaden Animations is very, very talented. I don't know if I think Jaden Animations is a very confident content creator. I feel like I'm just kind of here, and I don't know, I get a little too bashful to be recognized on that level, but I'm very flattered to be compared to Jaden Animations. Danielle, oh nice. My dad started throwing oranges at me, like lovingly, or is it like aggressively throwing oranges at you? Your family must really like oranges. Do you guys have like a tree or anything? I feel like my family all has like, not all of them, but there's a decent amount of like, I'll just merge this, like fruit trees in the family. My grandparents all had fruit trees of some sort back when they were around, but they have all since passed away. I think my dad's side just sold my grandma's house last year, and then my mom's side, my uncle still has my grandparents' house. It's just kind of there now though. I don't know if there's any plants left though. I think like I mentioned before, my grandma was the one who was like really great with plants. No one else in the family really inherited that. We're all kind of okay at best with plants, let's say that. I gotta head to sleep because it's 1 a.m., but I'll make sure to stop by again for another stream. Have an awesome night, Sammy. Thank you, Twisted Artist. Yeah, get lots of sleep. Yeah, I should probably try to sleep too. Yeah, I realized halfway into my drink that matcha tends to make me stay up really late. So I don't know if I'll regret getting this, but it was really tasty, so I'm pretty happy, I think. Yeah, we'll at least finish this 4th frame, and then maybe I'll force myself to stop so I don't stay up too late, because it is a work night. We'll see how this goes, though. Let's just get this not last frame, I should say, but last frame for tonight. Then we'll have these 4 frames done, and then we can add some more another time. Maybe I'll try to stream tomorrow. I think that'll be fun. I'll either work on this, or I would like to work on that commission that I got from our good friend Zikuro. I feel like I said that kind of weird. Like, I feel like it's right, but also something about when it comes out of my mouth, it feels wrong. But yeah, we'll see if he's okay with me streaming it. But if I do stream it, like I said, I do want to make some progress on it before I stream, because I feel like the thinking part that happens at the beginning, I want to like really focus on. I'm gonna be so bored because I had an energy drink. I keep on stealing my mom's blanket like a little kid. Is your mom sleeping or Yeah, when we were little, my siblings and I, whenever my dad had a business trip, we would all climb into the bed with my mom, and we would just sleep with her in their bed. We're all adults now, so I don't know if all 5 of us would fit in the bed at the same time, but good times. I actually don't even know if that happened a whole lot after my brother was born necessarily, or if it was like before that, because now I'm trying to think, was there a time when all 5 of us were in the bed at the same time? Maybe. Yeah, she's sleeping. It's just a random blanket. I mean, it's probably pretty easy to just sneak it away if she's already sleeping. Hello, hi, Dragon Nuts 69. Dragon D's nuts. How are you? Welcome in. How's your day? Welcome to the first YouTube stream of Sammy Do. I'm really glad this is working out. I don't know if it's because it's the first stream, or if it's like actually like, I don't know. But when people said like, oh yeah, you meet a lot of people streaming on YouTube, I thought they were kind of exaggerating, but no, this is working out. You got it. I'm doing good. It's nice to meet you, Sammy. It's nice to meet you. Should I call you Dragon, or should I call you Nuts? Let me know what you prefer. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I'm having a great time with the YouTube streaming. I never thought, I don't know. I really didn't expect YouTube chat to be popping off more than Twitch chat. Let me say that. But I am not complaining. Yeah, we're working on this lovely bubble cat animation. I posted I posted an animation of my bubble cat on Twitter, and it got a lot of attention, and it gave me a really big boost of motivation to like actually finish all these animations that I started for it, because it's just a cute little guy. Yeah, and if you're on my Twitch channel, which maybe in YouTube chat I should have put a link to my Twitch, but my Twitch is also at It's Sammy Do, so same username as most of my other socials. I have an extension on Twitch that lets you have your own little custom bubble cat, which, speaking of which, I think I will try to put it on my YouTube overlay. I wish I could take home my childhood bedroom. Yeah, visiting my parents is always like such a nostalgia thing. There's like so much stuff around that I'm like, man, I remember this as a kid. I feel like I mostly felt that way actually with my grandparents' house. I had a lot of my childhood toys there. Let's see if I put this here. I did something and I broke. Ooh. Is my stream okay? Okay, I'm gonna try not to touch anything. I did something in my chat widget disappeared from my Twitch overlay. I think we're okay now. I think we're chilling. I was trying to copy my stream avatars over to my vertical overlay, but it did not work. Let's just say that. So I'm gonna try not to break anything. Everything's working. So, and I'm very much a if it's not broken, don't fix it kind of person. Because when I first put the stream avatars on my screen in my horizontal overlay, I like accidentally destroyed my entire overlay, and I don't have my stuff backed up like I should. So yeah, I didn't even remember this, but apparently my mom made me a little crochet turtle. Oh my gosh, is it just a universal mom thing to get into a crochet phase? Because my mom also went through like a huge crocheting phase, and we went over to my cousin's apartment, and she also had like, she was crocheting when Despicable Me came out, like Despicable Me and I think Despicable Me 2. And so she crocheted a whole bunch of minions for like me and my siblings and my cousins. And she has like a stuffed minion with like her initial on the overall pocket. So yeah, Dragon Nuts, I'm here. Nice to see you on both sides. Welcome to the Twitch side. Yeah, and then I see over here Dragon or Dragon Nuts. Very nice. I will, yeah, whichever one flows off the tongue, but welcome in. Welcome into the Twitch side of things. Yeah, if you're on either side, I'm on both YouTube and Twitch as It's Sammy Do. But I'm happy to have you. I hope you enjoy your time here. I'm, yeah, like I said, just kind of finishing this. Well, I keep saying finishing. I know I'm gonna add more frames, but I'm finishing the frames that we had at the beginning. I had this sketched out, I think we checked the file. I started this technically back in February, and then I abandoned it and totally forgot about it. So yeah. La la la, I can't hear anything because my volume is down. Okay, I can hear. Welcome in, Mr. Puzzles fan. Ooh, I do like puzzles. I have a few puzzles that I haven't finished yet. What is it? My husband, he normally isn't super into puzzles, but we found this guy. He's on Instagram at Pixel Addy, and he does pixel art of like Pokemon stuff, and he has a bunch of Pokemon like puzzle sets. And so he ordered one, and then my husband had a lot of fun doing that puzzle, so he ordered another one, but we haven't had time to do that second puzzle. And it has like the different regions and all their Pokemon and stuff, and it's really cool. So yeah, I also enjoy puzzles and Legos. I have a few unfinished Legos, but I did like half of the like the succulents. I don't know what that set is called with like the whole bunch of the little plants. And then I did the Happy Plants Legos recently, which are sitting on my desk. And I think that's a pretty popular one because I did a commission recently for someone I went to school with who's getting married in a month, actually. A month from this Wednesday, I think. And one of the cards that she wanted was the Happy Plants Lego in drawing form. And I was like, oh, I have that one too. Where are the... Okay, I think this is okay. I want to not put the sparkles on the same place in every frame. I want to have it kind of different. I'm still waiting for the wedding trading cards. I know, okay, I was gonna order it at the same time that I ordered this one for the commissions, but then Kai couldn't decide how many we wanted to get, and he was like in the middle of something else, so I was like, okay, I guess we could talk about it later. And we still have it. I'm not blaming Kai, but yeah, we got a little bit busy with the other ones, and I was like, okay, I need to order these today regardless. Because I was hoping to get them before the anniversary, like our first anniversary. I don't think that's gonna happen now, because even if I ordered it right now, the manufacturer of the cards takes a little bit, and I don't think it would show up in the next. I mean, maybe it would. Kai and I were also on different pages on whether we're packing them. Like, we have packs for people to rip. Oh, a raid! Frosty raid! Hello, welcome in, raiders! How are you? Ooh, I like the jamming emotes. It's like rainbowy. I love it. I love it. Welcome in. How are you guys? Oh, thank you for the follow, Hidden Bandit. And yeah, thank you for the raid, Frostleaf. What were you up to? Oh yes, my alerts are working. Okay, for the past like 2 weeks, my alerts were not working and it wasn't showing up. And so I was really paranoid that it wasn't gonna work. Hidden Bandit, hey yo, hi, Frostleaf. Welcome in, raiders. How are you? I'm Sammy Doo. I'm doing some cute little bubble cat animations, and I will say I'm probably gonna wrap up soon, but I'm gonna finish that last frame first, and then we'll probably do another stream where we add some frames in between to make this a little bit smoother. But yeah, Chatty Doo stole it. Oops. We played some Overwatch and Cult of the Lamb. Ooh, those are both very fun. I mean, I've never played either of them, but I have watched a lot of Cult of the Lamb. Like, my husband used to stream Cult of the Lamb a little bit, and that was really fun. Totally fine. I love the little kitty. OMG, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, today's also a fun day because I'm trying to dual stream on Twitch and YouTube for the first time. And so far, nothing has broken, knock on wood. But yeah, if you need to, I learned this term recently. If you need to, wait, let me think, what was it? If you need some ass, I understand. Because ass stands for after stream self-care. So if you need to take a break and grab some water after your stream, feel free to go get some. I learned from my fellow streamer that sometimes people call it ass for after stream self-care. And I think that's really funny. So I was like, I'm stealing that. But yeah, if you need to raid and run, if you need to get some water, then feel free. I totally understand. I really appreciate the raid. But if you want to hang out too, I also really appreciate the company. Yeah. Cough. Mr. Puzzles is from, thank you for the hydrate redeem. Okay, I have a tiny little bit of matcha left, and I know it's gonna keep me up overnight, but I'm too lazy to go downstairs and get water, so I'm gonna drink this. Thank you for the hydrate. Sorry, that was probably a little bit loud. The turtle that, oh wait, I read that already. The turtle that my mom made me doesn't have a neck. How does that work? Because I feel like a turtle's entire head is like a neck, if that makes sense. Mr. Puzzles is from SMG4, by the way. Oh, I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool. P.S. Water your plants. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I totally would have forgotten. Also, thank you, denden.tv, for the follow. Wow, I'm loving all the company today. This kitty looks like the slime from Slime. I was just saying that. So when I posted a sketch version of the same animation, and I've watched one of my VTuber kids played Slime Rancher, and I've watched him play a little bit, but I've never played Slime Rancher. So when I first posted this, someone commented, OMG, this looks like Tabby Slime from Slime Rancher. And I had no idea. Oh my gosh, another raid? Welcome in, raiders. Hi. Kingsley Yaku, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How are you? What were you guys up to? Kingsley raid time. Let's go. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. I appreciate the company. How are you? What were you guys up to? Yeah, I was just saying that when I first posted this animation, people were like, oh, this looks like Tabby Slime. And I had no idea what Tabby Slime was, so I looked it up and I was like, wow, not only does this look like Tabby Slime, like shape-wise, but Tabby Slime is a gray tabby, and my cat, like my actual cat, Cassie, is a gray tabby. And I was like, that, I swear, was a coincidence. Like, I promise, cross my heart, I did not do that on purpose. We're gonna go eat. Okay, enjoy your food. Hope you have lots to eat. Thank you again for coming in with the raiders. I was avoiding sleeping by playing a fun little ramen game. Wait, is it oh no, I think I'm thinking of a sushi like bento puzzle game. What was the ramen game? That sounds really fun. Yeah, I have been working on this animation. I was procrastinating on it for several months because I started it in February and then forgot about it. Kuloniku is such a cute little game. Ooh, I might have to check it out. I'm a fan of cute games and cute things in general. Have you ever tried a Subway Powerball? I cannot say I have. What's that? Subway Powerball? Like is it like a specific like Powerball like gambling thing? That sounds interesting. But yeah, thank you again for reminding me to water my plants. Also, raiders, again, if you need to raid and run, totally understand. I recently learned the term ass for after stream self-care. If you need some ass, go get some ass. Gosh, that sounds so funny. Yeah, I heard another streamer say it, and I'm a sucker for those kinds of like corny humor things. Okay, let's finish up this frame. I do think I might wrap up soon, but I'll probably stick around and chat and get distracted for a little bit because, yeah, I appreciate all the company and I appreciate all of you guys for hanging out with me. It's, yeah, I think I have it in my pinned message on Twitch, but this is my first time dual streaming on YouTube, so if you want to check out the YouTube side too, I am over there. If you guys are getting confused if I'm chatting and there's messages that you don't see, it's probably from the YouTube chat, and vice versa. If you're in YouTube and you're wondering who I'm talking to, yeah, I've got chat going in Twitch too, and I did find a multi-streaming chat widget recently, coincidentally, but this was kind of like a trial stream for that, if I'm being honest. Like, it was my first time really dual streaming, I suppose, so it's a learning process. We're in like beta test mode, if that makes sense. I'm so taking that too. Yeah, you totally should. I heard it and I was like, that's too clever. Like, this needs to be like a universal Twitch thing. Like, go get some ass. Enjoy your stream, nice artist. I will return to check out your pages soon. Good night, good night. Thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll probably, yeah, once I finish this, I might get ready to raid out as well. I think I will probably end the YouTube stream once I finish this, and then we'll get ready to wrap up. But yeah, you have a good night. I think I'm gonna have the same problem where you mentioned that you were avoiding going to sleep. I feel like I'm kind of doing the same, but not on purpose. My husband and I got some matcha with our dinner. I totally forgot that matcha tends to make me stay up late. And it's a work night, so we're gonna have a great time with that. It's gonna be something. I'm already streaming a little bit later than normal. Normally I try to end around 10 p.m. and it is already about 10:30, so yeah, I'm gonna have a rough time trying to fall asleep later, let me say. It's 1 a.m. for you? Oh man, yeah. I'm gonna start packing up my clothes and then leaving. Yeah, have fun packing. Make sure you get some rest too. 1 a.m. is yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, I think that's pretty much all we've got. Alright, this is pretty solid. We've got 4 nice keyframes, and I think we can probably call it there for now. And then I do want to stream tomorrow. Maybe we'll add some more frames to this tomorrow. If not, I do have a new commission request that if I can get it sketched out, I might work on that on stream tomorrow. If not, I'll save that for another stream and we'll just do this. But honestly, I'll probably end stream, get started on that commission, and then reach out to our friend Zikuro to see if he's okay with me streaming it. Because if he's not okay with it, then like, yeah, it's totally fine. We won't stream it, and we can do other stuff. Let's see. Let's see. I'll start looking for someone to raid. You know what? Yeah, I'll probably wrap up on the YouTube side. So thank you, YouTube, for hanging out with me while I've been streaming today. This has been really fun, and I'm really glad it worked out. We met lots of new friends on YouTube. Yeah, let's see. Did I miss anything else? Fun fact, my profile picture is my art. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. Here, I'll open up your profile because I'll probably wrap up the YouTube stream real quick and then, yeah, we'll call it for now. But I do love seeing other people's art, so I will definitely check you out. That being said, until next time, goodbye, YouTube. I think I know how to end this. Yeah, see you guys next time. I'll try to stream again tomorrow, and I think we will continue trying to do this YouTube dual stream thing because it was really fun today. All right, bye YouTube. Oh, and okay, I think I ended it. I think YouTube is gone. Did I end it? I think I did. Okay, this is my first time, so I'm looking at the YouTube thing. It says it has the summary, edit in studio. There's no like done button. Edit in studio. I don't think I need to edit anything, so maybe I just like go through and click OK. Edit and apply elements. Well, I don't think I need to. Details. Can I just, if I just go like this, I think it just is there now. Cool. Okay, nice. We successfully streamed on YouTube, guys. We did it. We're YouTube streamers now. All right, and then this VOD, as usual, will also go on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, though, I think someone we can raid is Miss Tearberry. Tearberry actually also dual streams on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So she recently hit YouTube Partner, and I'm very happy for her because I've been lurking at her YouTube and Twitch chats for a while to try to help her hit that. So very, very proud of her. So I think we'll raid her today. I'm going to turn off the music really quick because I have a lot of trouble focusing when all this is happening. I think my brain just gets a little bit overloaded. But let's raid Tearberry. Search Tearberry. Alrighty, I will get this situated. And as far as a raid message, let's just go ahead and say congrats on Twitch Partner. We'll do this message for non-subs. Oh, we're gonna snooze that ad break too. And if you are subbed and want to use one of my emotes, we'll go like this. All right, there's our raid message. We'll start the raid. Have a good night. We're gonna wrap things up here and see you hopefully tomorrow. Goodbye.